Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite tools that I've used for the last several years to grow and build my email list with. It's called Flodesk. Flodesk is such an amazing platform for anyone to get started with building their email list with. They not only offer email marketing, but you can also create landing pages, link in bio, checkouts, like sales pages, and so much more. And the best part about Flodesk is they are super affordable and you don't get penalized for growing your email list. You pay one flat rate and that's it. And if you'd like to check out more about Flodesk or get started with Flodesk, you can use my promo code only19ss or my link below. I'll be sure to include it in the description box below. Whenever you use my link or promo code, you'll get 50% off your first year, so be sure to check that out. If this is the first time we're meeting, nice to finally meet you. My name is Shamecca Stevens and I help online entrepreneurs with video, marketing, branding, and implementing simple systems to grow and scale their business online. Did you know that building your email list is the single most important thing you can do as an online entrepreneur? The reason why is because it creates security for your business. A lot of times as online entrepreneurs, we're building on a lot of different social media platforms, and if for some reason those social media platforms were to go down or you were to lose access to your account, you would essentially lose contact with basically your audience on those platforms. Versus if you took the time to build an email list, you would be able to send a direct email to your audience and say, hey, this is what's going on. I'm going to be over here as of right now until we get whatever figured out that you need to get figured out. And so it basically allows you to pivot and have a direct line of communication between you and your audience, which is so super critical and important. And so if you take nothing else from me today, just know you want to start building your email list today. It is never too early to start building your email list. Even if you don't know who you're going to be sending your emails to, even if you don't have all of that figured out yet, at least start collecting the emails. Because in the future, when you do start reaching out to your audience, you already have a group of people that are interested in what it is that you do and what you offer. And so you can then start nurturing that audience, showing up and providing value within your emails, and then eventually start selling your products in your emails. But it all starts with building your email list. So let's go ahead and jump into Flodesk and start creating our first email. Okay, so this right here is flodesk.com. This is where you can come to sign up or check out all the things that they have to offer. Like I mentioned earlier, they have email marketing, checkout, workflows, forms, link in bios, audience, analytics, all the fun things. And the really great thing about Flodesk is they have a bunch of beautiful plug and play templates that you can use whenever you start creating your emails or your landing pages, what have you. So this right here is the home page of Flodesk. The two tabs that we're going to focus on the menu bar up top is emails and audience. So before you create an email, you want to be sure you have an audience that you're going to send it to. So like a segment is what it's actually called. And so we're going to go to audience here and we're going to create a segment. So to do that, you're going to need to come right here to segments. Across the top, there's three different options. So it's all subscribers, customers, and segments. And so you just want to be sure you select segments, and then you want to create a new segment. As you can see here below, these are all the different segments of people that I have. Segments is just basically a list of people that you want to send this email to. And as you start growing as an online business, you will begin to have different segments or groups of people that you want to target and send certain emails to. And so this is the really great part about Flodesk, is it makes it super easy to organize your audience and who gets what emails. And so you're just going to come right here to this button and click new segment. And now all you need to do is put your cursor in the area here and just name it. So we're just going to name this Flodesk tutorial, and you can even select a color for this segment. So we'll just go with this light purple. Once you're done and you've got a name and a color selected for your segment, just hit save. And as you see here, your segment that you just created is the first one available there. And this right here is all of your people on your email list. And then these are all the broken down segments of your email list. Okay. And so what we're going to do is come back to emails, and now we're going to create our first email. To create your first email, all you need to do is come right here to new email. And so this page right here is all of the templates that you can choose from to create your email from. The browse all is every single category that they have listed here that you can create an email from. If you see something that you like, you can basically just, kind of use that template and just put in your pictures and your text that you need to put in. And so for me personally, I just start from scratch just because I build out a pretty simple and basic email. So I'm just going to hit start from scratch and I'm going to name this email. And so it's going to be Flodesk tutorial info is what we'll call this, and I'm going to hit save. And this is now going to bring up the template for the email. And the really great thing about Flodesk is the interface here is so simple and easy to use. Basically, all you need to do to start editing this template is to just click on each area. Whenever you click on an area, it highlights it blue, and it generally has like a little corner here that you can pull and make things bigger or move it around, all that fun stuff. So it's super easy to use. You'll see right here, it loaded my logo in automatically, and that's because whenever you go to set up your Flodesk account, you'll be able to plug in your logo and your brand colors. So what I'm going to do is make this full size and just blow it up to where this is the first thing you see. And I'm going to remove this little spacer bar up top just because I don't really like it. I like for it to pull up the picture first thing and then go right into my text. So I'm just going to select that and then hit delete from this little sidebar menu that pops up. Generally, whenever you click on something, you can generally see what options come up. So this allows you to move it up or down. It allows you to save it to your favorites or to duplicate this area or to delete whatever element it is that you're wanting to delete. Whenever you click on an image, you can see right here, you can, adjust the size by this little slider bar, which is great, but I'm just going to leave it the full size. And I just find it's quicker and easier and faster for me to just pull it from that right side corner. And then the block, you can also change the background. So like if you wanted the background to be, this color here, if this wasn't full size, you would then see, oh, the background changed. So that is another option that you can do. It's totally up to you, but I generally try to keep my background white just so I don't have to worry about my text if it's, clashing with the color and making it hard to read the email, etc. So now what I'm going to do is delete this little bar out. I don't really need it. You can go ahead and start typing out your email. And so generally you want to address people by their first name. So I always say, hey, I would do the @ symbol here. So Shift A, and then that pops up this little menu. So I'm going to select first name. And if for some reason they did not input their first name when they were signing up for your freebie or getting on your email list, so then you could put there, or you could say you or friend, etc. So I just always say my friend. Okay. And then once you're done, you can insert. And so now it's going to say, hey, first name, or hey, my friend, and then it goes into your email. So now all you have to do is just kind of highlight all of this, delete it out, and now you can start writing out your email that you want to write to your audience. And so what I'm going to do here is just paste what I've already wrote out for my email, and then I'm going to backspace because I don't need any kind of space right here between this. And so this last little line on my email, I'm just going to center it, and over here, as you see, it allows you to change the alignment. So you can do left aligned, centered, or right aligned. So I'm just going to center this, and as you see, it moves it right to the center. And so basically I'm promoting a YouTube video that I've just created and want to share with my audience. It's basically free value and training that I'm creating here for my audience. So I've got this click here, and the way you can add a link to a text is first you click and highlight it like I have here, and then you come right here to this little menu that pops up whenever you highlight text, and you want to come to link, and then you just want to right click and paste that link inside of there, and then click outside of here. The other thing that I do is I put this in a brand color so it kind of stands out to them and they know, oh, this is where I need to click. And so now your link is attached to this word or phrase here that you've attached it to. The next thing I generally do is I add a picture to this, and then I link the video there so that they could just easily click the picture as well. And so I have a few different ways for them to click and get to the video. And to be able to add a video or to add text or what have you, all you need to do is click this little plus icon inside of this circle here below this area of text. And so you just come here, click, and then you're going to come right here to image. Now you can click video, and you could then just put the YouTube video right in there. However, the way that the play button kind of shows up and covers the face, it's not the way I want it to. And I really want to just have that image of my thumbnail for them to look at, so that way they kind of get an even better idea of what that video is going to be about. It's a little bit more enticing. So I'm going to go ahead and click image, and then now all I need to do is upload my image. So I'm going to click the image box here, come over here to the right side menu and hit upload image, and I'm going to just click this one here and upload. And this right here is now my little image. Now I could keep this image the same size as my logo up top, or I could make this a little bit smaller just so it's not like so intrusive on the page. And so that is totally a personal, opinion, whatever you want to do. So you just want to be sure you click back right here, and then you come over here to link, and then you want to be sure you embed the link on this page. And to do that so So super easy. There's 3 different options up here on this menu area. You just come to link, click in here and paste, and that's going to paste your YouTube link to this video or whatever you're linking to this picture. And so for good measure, if you wanted to, you could also add a button, so like a click here button. And the easy way to do that, all you do is hit this plus sign again, and it drops down this menu of options, and right here you see button. So you can just put button, then you can change over here the fill color of that button. And I'm going to do a brand color just because you want to keep things on brand if you can. So I'm going to put click here to watch video. And to add or change out this text, all you have to do is click in here. You can delete everything out or just put your cursor at the end like I did to add on to what they've already got there. And you want to come over here to link, and you want to click inside of the box again to link the link for the video, paste it, and then you click out and you're good. And so that's now linked your video. And the next thing that I generally do is I always have a favorite item of the week that I want to share with my audience. It could be something that I'm using for my business, or it could be things that I have found that have just been super helpful and useful for me in day-to-day life. Because I am an Amazon affiliate, it's another way that I can also share with my audience things that I like and make a little bit of commission off of that as well. So all you have to do is select image, and so now you just need to upload the image so that you can link your link to it, to whatever you're wanting to share with your audience. So you click inside of this photo box and you want to upload the image, and there it is. And then once your image is uploaded, then all you need to do, like we did before, come right here, hit link, paste, and you're good to go, and just click outside of here. And generally down here in the bottom, I have a few items also listed that I have created for people to purchase if they would like. And it's just different items that I think, okay, my audience may be interested in this, and so you can plug those in the bottom below. And so once I get all of the text and the different things that I want to promote or share with my audience within this email here at the bottom, I'm going to make sure they're bold if they're not bold. So here's how you make sure it's bold. You just basically highlight this title and you click bold, and that's going to make sure it's bold. The other thing I'm going to do is change this to a brand color just so it sticks out a little bit more. I'm going to do that for each one of these titles just to ensure that, you know, it just kind of stands out a little bit. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go through and highlight this whole area, and then I'm going to add the link for this particular product that I want to share. And so I'm just going to come right here to the pop-up menu bar, click link, and then click inside of here and paste my link right inside of here, and then click outside of here. As you see, it turns it gray. Now that's to let you know that, hey, it has attached your link. However, I'm going to be sure that font is black just so it's not as hard to read. And so on your email, once you get to the bottom of your email, you want to just sign off like how you would normally sign off. And so as you see here, I have text that I've put in that says pink hugs. Then I'm going to go right here to the little plus sign to add something else. And so you'll go to layouts, like if you want a cursive text box, and you're just going to scroll through here until you find one that says text box right here. Add some beautiful text with a custom font. As you see, it's kind of just more for you to work from, and it's not big and taking up a whole portion of the page. And then once you get here, what you want to do is X all of this out, paste your text in here that you want it to say. So mine says XOXO Shamecca, and I'm going to highlight all of that. And then I'm going to come over here to saved styles, which is text that I have saved in this area. And I'm going to go to this format right here, and it's going to make it look more signed and personal. So XOXO Shamecca. And then below that, these are all the options and things that I have to offer. Down here in this little bar where it has all of your social media icons, so mine's like Facebook, YouTube, and my planner from Amazon, I'm going to change those icon colors to a brand color. And so you can change these to just any brand color that you want. And then at the bottom here, it's got all your information for, you know, your address, unsubscribe, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Now we are pretty much well done with this email, and we just need to move on to the next portion of getting the email sent out to our audience. So we're just going to come right here and hit next. And this is going to pop up, who's this email coming from? It's coming from me, Shamecca Stevens, and this is my email, shamecca@shameccastevens.com. And so that's who this email is coming from. And so if all that's correct, you're just going to say continue. And so now you want to create a subject line for this particular email. So I'm going to go ahead and put my subject line right in here, and then I'm going to have some preview text. Preview text allows the person, when they're looking at this email from inside of their inbox, they can see your subject line and a little bit of the text from inside of the email. And so I'm just going to copy and paste here what I want to put that I've already thought out. Normally I'm writing this all out as I'm going, but But to make this process go a little bit faster and smoother, I just wanted to copy and paste the whole thing. And so now what we're going to do is continue. And then now we need to add a segment, an audience that we want to send this email to. So right here, we're going to go and click here. You can either click here or you can start typing, either or. And so we want to go to Facebook tutorial. This is everyone that this email is going to go to, because this is the segment we created before we even started writing this email. Once you've got that input, you hit save. And then now this is the people that are included in this area. You can also add multiple segments or individuals. Like if you wanted to add another segment, you just click this add button and you can choose segments, individuals, or upload a CSV file. So what we're going to do is I probably need to do an individual, which will be myself, and we'll send it to me just so it has one recipient in here queued up, because it knows that this segment doesn't have any recipients in it because I haven't went and added people into that segment. So now we can continue, and now it says, when should we send this email? And you can choose now or later. I generally think about what time of day is it. Is it a good time of day? Unless it's something urgent that I need to get out, I don't worry about sending it right then. I just click right here and hit date, and I hit today's date, and then I hit time, and then you can choose a custom time, or you can do best time for evening. Since I'm sending it today, these two options are already grayed out because we've missed those time frames. So I'm just going to put best time for evening and then hit save. And as you see here, it says we'll schedule your email for Wednesday, September 18th at 8:31 p.m. And so that's the best times that Flodesk has looked at and said, hey, overall, after looking at all of the analytics and statistics, this seems like a really good time that most people check their emails. So what we're going to do before we schedule this, you can now come up here to this right corner and send a test email to see what this is going to look like. So now what we're going to do is send a test email to my email. And as you see, it has a test at the beginning. So when you receive this email in your email box, you're going to know, okay, that's a test. So now what we're going to do is just come check our email and see if it's there. So as you see, this is the email that we just sent ourselves. This is the test email. This allows us to test out everything and make sure the links are going to where we want them to go to. The links got attached the way we wanted them to get attached, and everything's working and doing the way you want it to do. And so what I'm going to do is go down through here and click this first area right here. I see there should be a link. So I'm going to click it and make sure it goes there. And sure enough, it goes to where we want it to go to. The next one I'm going to check is this picture block here. Make sure it's going where it needs to go, and it's going where it needs to go. The next one I need to check is the box here, the click button, making sure it's going where it needs to go, and then to click here, see if it's going here, and it is. And so we're good. And so you just want to be sure that this is like you're like, hey, I'm checking, making sure everything's spelled right. I'm making sure all the links are working. And if everything's working the way you want it to work, then all you need to do is schedule this and you're done. And right here, you just hit schedule it and woohoo, your email is all sent and ready to go. And then you're all done. And once you schedule it, your email will be sitting here in the queue, and you'll see it says right here, scheduled for September 18th at 8:31 p.m. You'll also know that it's kind of like a light green versus if it's already been sent, it's going to be black. And if it hasn't been sent and it's in a draft mode, all your font's going to be grayed and it's just going to have the white background to it. So you know, hey, this is something I'm still working on and needs to be sent out, versus this is scheduled and will be sending out at whatever time it states. And then if it's already been sent, then you know it's black. The thing that I want to go over is once you've sent the email, you can click here on view results, and this will bring up the results of that particular email, how it's doing, all that fun stuff, how many opens, how many clicks, open rate, click rate, all the things. Okay, let me go back. You just want to hover over and say view results if you need to view the results. However, if you want to resend to unopens, you come right here to these three dots in the right corner. You have to wait at least 24 hours before you can come back in and reschedule it. But all you need to do is go right here to where it says resend to unopens. And then now you're going to hit continue, and then it's going to say RE and then your subject line. So that just means it's resending to these people. It lets them know, hey, you've received this email once, but you haven't opened it yet. So it's just basically kind of getting it back in front of that person. And then you just want to hit continue, and then it'll say, when should we resend? And you can do now or later, whatever, works best for you. And so what we're going to do is just say now, since I sent this last night at 8:31 p.m. So I know that, I can send it now at a different time and it'll be fine. So we're going to go ahead and send now. As you see here, it's resending to 405 people and it's a little bit darker green. green. It's darker green because it's actually in the sending process. So you have to kind of give it a couple of minutes, and once you give it a couple of minutes, you're all good to go, and you can easily come back in, check your results, and all of that fun stuff. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to watch the video on your screen next, where I break down how to set up your first landing page.